Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel. We are going to be reviewing the game between Barcelona and Athletic at the Camp Nou today, which has ended Barcelona 1, Athletic Club 1. Another game where we've dropped points. That's 3 games now where we've failed to get the win, and it was difficult again to watch. It was, in certain moments of that game, it was very poor. Finally, we saw a reaction in that second half and we went a goal behind. There was certainly a period in the game, which of course coincided with Messi coming on, where there was a reaction, where there was some urgency, where it felt like they actually wanted to go and score a goal. But it is more disappointment for Barcelona. The Madrid derby is later on. One of those two teams can take advantage of our situation, and we are likely going to lose our lead at the top of the table and drop down. But overall, guys, it was disappointing. And the most disappointing thing for me is already this early in the season, it's got negative. Going into games, I want to be excited. I want to look forward to the games. I want to see the lineup and then think this is going to be good. You know, I'm excited to see this player and how this player combines. Today, I had none of that. Going into this game, there was no excitement, there was no optimism, and what are we? You know, we're just a few games into the season, 7 games into the league season. It shouldn't be like that, and it comes from the coach, negative mindset, and going into this game, I just did not understand the team selection. Gerard Piqué remained in the team. He does not rotate Piqué, he does not rest Piqué, he does not drop Piqué, but he was quite happy today to drop Sergio Busquets, and Busquets was dropped. He was not rested. Just 2 weeks ago at Real Sociedad, Busquets was rested for some reason at the Anoeta. Today, he didn't need any more rest. He was completely fine. He's a professional athlete. He was dropped, and I've got no idea why. He came on, that was Valverde's first mistake, and then he goes and rests Lionel Messi, and I just don't really understand that, whether it's some sort of power play, but whatever happens, we suffered, because in that first half, we had a few good moments, but overall, it was a 50-50 game, 2 decent teams just going head to head. There was no real resounding dominance from us. We didn't really look like a Barcelona team. There was a few threats from us, but nothing major. De Marcos scored the goal which put Athletic ahead, and suddenly the Camp Nou was toxic. The players' heads went down, and I have to say, there's a few players in there today. Arturo Vidal, who came in, worked really hard, prevented a certain goal from Iñaki Williams, and I thought he played really well in that midfield, getting about the pitch, making some key passes as well. And another player as well, Nelson Semedo. He was actually given the full game today, and look what happens when he's not just hauled off. Instead today, Roberto was the man taken off. Usually, it would always be Semedo, but Semedo today was very, very good indeed. But I think overall today, even his substitutions, you look at Busquets coming on, that was his first mistake, like I say, and then of course he brings Messi on, because without Messi, we were doing nothing. We were going nowhere. There was still no urgency. There was no sign of a comeback. Messi came on, and suddenly we were inspired. But even in that sub, he takes off Vidal, who clearly was very, very unhappy to be going off, and at the time, it was glaringly obvious you take Rakitic off. If you're going to substitute a midfielder, it had to be Rakitic. But again, favouritism is there. He only rotates certain players. He only drops certain players. Rakitic remains on the pitch. Vidal goes off and Messi comes on. And there was a period in the game then where we really did take it to Athletic. I think they were far too deep. They sat back. They never tried to get out. And we did just compress them and really keep them in. And Messi was fantastic. Certainly for the goal, it was like one man on a mission to get that goal no matter what. And I think what he did was actually very, very good in terms of his overall play. He hit the post before that. He was creating chances. He went close from a free kick. And I think the goal was brilliant. He just, that perseverance to keep going, to get that ball in the area. And Munir actually does very well as well. You know, it's a close range finish. It looks like an easy goal. But what he does is he gets a bit of space. He gets in front of his man. He just sticks that leg out. But it's a good, accurate, prodded finish from close range, which gets us back in the game. But we couldn't find the winner. And overall, although we were better in the second half, although it was a bit more inspired, you've got to look on the face of it. This is more drop points. In the space of a week, we've gone from having a perfect record to drawing at home with Girona, to losing away at bottom side then Leganes 2-1, and now drawing at home to Athletic Club, coming from behind, but we could not get this win. And like I say, without Messi, it was never going to happen. I don't understand Valverde's, lineups. I don't understand his man management. I think his favouritism among certain players in this squad is hampering the rest of the team, and I think we have problems right now. I'm not really sure the way this is going to go. We've got a massive game in midweek at Wembley against Tottenham. They won in their match in the Premier League today. That is really going to be a big one. How the players are going to cope with that, what their relationship is right now with Ernesto Valverde remains unclear, but I'll have more coming up for you in the coming days. But like I said, guys, just today, pretty disappointed and just not really that inspired to watch this team right now, and that hurts because I really do care. I love this club, I love this team, I love these players, all of them, but I don't get that right now. I don't get that urge to sit down and watch this football under Ernesto Valverde. And like I say, this early in the season, that hurts to the core. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. I'm sorry I had to be negative today. I'm sorry again we couldn't get the win. I will see you soon. But until then, as always, Visca El Barça. Until the end.